You know, sometimes when trouble erupts in your neighbourhoods or in your nation, sometimes the response of your government or your local mayor or your local police is to put the area on lockdown. And this is what they do to safeguard the citizens, the citizens when there's an uprising of people, and so they implement the plan of lockdown, meaning that people are not allowed to enter in or out of a certain area, not allowed out at a certain time, and it's all restrictions to control or contain the problem. And it's the same with us. When trouble arrives at your heart, we have to put ourselves on lockdown. We have to recognise when trouble has arrived at your heart, has arrived at your gate, or when trouble is driving by, looking for a way in to you. And that trouble can come in many forms. When lust comes knocking, or when selfish desires come knocking, or when depression comes knocking, when unrighteousness comes knocking, when the desire to be right comes knocking, all those fruits of the flesh, when they come knocking on your heart, you have to put yourselves on lockdown. And we put ourselves on lockdown to guard ourselves against being infiltrated, and we have to recognise the moment when trouble comes, and to put ourselves on lockdown as soon as possible, and not allow anyone in or out, and it will soon disappear. They'll give up after a time. Trouble will give up and disappear and go somewhere else, and because they can't come in, you're fully secure. Your barriers are up, your gates are locked, your barbed wires up, and your security system is all in full working order, and nothing can enter in or out without your permission. And so putting ourselves on lockdown when trouble comes, when trouble arrives at the door every now and then, we need to put ourselves on lockdown, and a little bit of discernment and wisdom that's given to us from the Lord enables us to do that. And so this is a great help for us in our walk of faith, trying to flee the flesh, trying to get rid of the fleshly desires, to walk in the Spirit, and or to walk in spirit and truth. And I thought it was a nice way of looking at it, just putting your heart on lockdown when trouble arrives.